folks, and I hope you're all keeping well. It's good to be back with you again, and today I'm going to show you how I created the sequences for my cover version of Equinoxe Part 4 by Jean-Michel Jarre. I'm going to do this video in two parts. On this video I'm going to show you the sequences that I created, and in the next video I'll show you how I played them and a little bit about how to do the transposing that you've just seen me do. So without further ado, let's get to the basics. So the basics are we've got a 16 measure pattern, and we're set to 81 beats per minute for the tempo. So there's three sequences that I created for this this cover version. The sequence one that you've just heard, which I'll let you hear them all. So this is sequence one, and then we've got sequence two, very similar to sequence one, just a slightly different bass pattern. And then when I did the final recording, I created this sequence, which is the fast sort of descending sequence. So I'll show you how to do that one too. That's if you want to do it. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. But if you're going to multi-track it like I did and make a cover version yourself, then you might like to add that in. And also in the next video I'll show you some of the sound effects that I used as well, using this Juno D keyboard mainly to create these different sound effects like the rain, the thunder, those sort of things. So let's get going. So first of all, let's get back to the first pattern, and we'll show you the basics on this one. So first of all, the drums. Quite a simple drum pattern, and we're using the kit is called the CR78 Kit 1, and as I say, we've just got a 16 note pattern. So let me just erase the one that I've got here, and we'll just put it in again from start and show you how it's built up. So we just erase that one and start off. So first of all, got a bass drum. So the bass drum wants to go on positions 1, 2, 4, 5 and 6, 9 and 10, 12, 13 and 14, and it'll sound like this. Then we've got snare drum 1. So snare drum 1 wants to go on positions 3, 7, 11 and 15. Then we're using cymbal 1, CYM1, and you'll need to reduce the level of this. The default level's too high, so just use the level control here just to bring the level down. And that's going to go on the same positions as the snare drum, so it's going to go on 1, 5, sorry it's not, it's going to go on 3, 7, 11 and 15. And the final one is this lovely sound, this, I don't know what you call it, like a cricket sound. That's going to go on position 7 and 15. Okay, so that's the drum pattern, and very similar drum pattern is used on the second sequence as well. So let's carry on with this one. Let's have a look at the analog pattern now. Do it without the drums. So you see it's using all 16 notes of the sequencer, and we're using the voice called saw bass 1, and I've got it shifted up 1 octave. So it's starting on this G here, and it's going up, no, it's up 3 octaves, do beg your pardon, it's up 3 octaves so you need to use the octave button here to take it up to 3. And then we're playing these notes here. We're playing the G, and then the G 1 octave higher, and then a D. So those are the notes. And what we can do, if I just erase the pattern that I've got there and just show you how to put that in. Now there's different ways you could do it. You could just punch the notes in one at a time, or you could use the step recorder, and it might be easier once you've worked out that little pattern. So you don't have to do it at the real speed. You can do it like that, and then put those notes in using the step recorder, something like this. So there's all 16 notes in. That's what it sounds like. And then with the drums, okay, so the next pattern we'll look at is the digital synth 1, and that's using a voice that you'll find in the sequencer bank called SEQ2 or sequencer 2, and it sounds like this. Very similar to the analog pattern, just using a couple of different notes. So again, I've got this shifted up 1 octave, but you don't necessarily have to. You can leave it set in the middle. So if you go again to the same G note, so it's playing this G, that G, and then the Fs, but the pattern is like this. Okay, so we can do that one again in the exact same way as with the step recorder if you want to. So step recorder, have a listen. With the analog, with the drums. Okay, so the last one we'll look at is Digital Synth 2, and just switch that one on by itself and have a listen. Okay, so Digital Synth 2, we're using the voice called Analog Poly 1. Again, you'll find this in the sequencer bank, Analog Poly 1. And we're shifting that one down 2 octaves, so using the octave button there, taking it down 2. And again, we're playing G notes, just playing that. Quite easy, just the 2 Gs. Again, you could use the step recorder, or you could program it in note per note. So let's just do it again. Erase it, and then we'll put it in with the step recorder. So step recorder on. Oh, mistake number 1. I thought we was doing too well. Let's just erase that and do it again. So it's the G's. So to do it with the step recorder, we'll do it like this. Step recorder on, make sure we're back at position number 1, then you need to use the keyhole just to move it on 1 to position 6, so we just need a blank on position 5, so keyhole once, move it to 6, and I've lost count now. Let's do it again, shift, erase. So to move it on, again, you just use the keyhole just to move it on 1 space. So it's space. So let's do that again. In fact, yeah, let's do it again. Let's do it all the way through. I'm going to do this right for you. It's so easy to make mistakes, but so easy to correct them as well. Space, 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 space. So it should sound like this. You see where those aren't lit up, 5, 8, 13 and 16, that's where the gaps are that we created with the key hold. In fact, what it's doing, it's just dragging that last note on, positions 4, 7, 12 and 15. It's just dragging that note on, so it doesn't end abruptly, it moves on. So all together. So there we are, there's the first one done. So sequence number 42. So what I would suggest you did at this point is just to press Shift and Right and then store it on one of your memory banks on your JDXI. Then do the same again, Shift and Right, and store it on the next memory bank, because we're going to use that most of that same pattern again for the next sequence. So it's exactly the same as the first one, apart from the bass. So if you have to listen to the bass line in this one, can you hear what it's doing? So we're still playing G's, but it's going like that. The rest of them are all the same. Have a listen to the other ones. So let's just do that. So if you've saved that, all you need to do is erase that pattern there for Digital Synth 2, like I'm going to do now. So Shift and Erase, and take that one out, and we'll just put that one in. So again, we're still shifted down 2 octaves. Shifted down 1 octave this time, do beg your pardon. So we're doing that. Okay, so we press the step recorder and go. Then we want a gap. No, we don't. So I'm just looking at my notes that I've made, and I'll put these notes in the description for the video for you. So we need. Sorry, I'll just do it with my notes. So back on number 1. So the first G is there. Key hold. 2 spaces. 1 space. 2 spaces. 1 space. No, I've gone wrong somewhere. This is why I was actually dreading doing this video for you, because I know it's such a simple one, but it's so easy to mess it up. So let's just erase that one again, and we'll do it from start. So the G, first G, is going to go there. So step recorder on. Space. 2 spaces. No space. So that's where I went wrong first time. So 8 and 9 are right together. So we're doing a space there, and we're putting there 2 spaces, and then a space. I think we've got it. There we go. Okay, so they're the 2 sequences. So save that now, and you can have a go at playing it if you want with what you've got so far. Because in the next video, I'll show you how to do this 3rd sequence. That's going to be some fun showing you that one. Oh dear, we'll do it together. I'm sure we will. It's I'll just show you my notes that I made for that, and you'll get some idea of what I've got to do. Those are all the notes for that one there, and it took me ages to work that out. Listening to the original video and using that feature in YouTube to slow it right down, and I was able to, by slowing it down, I was able to pick out what I think are the notes. I'm not saying they're the definite notes, but it sounds pretty good anyway when it's played. So if you want to have a go at playing what you've done so far, you'll need another keyboard. That is a must. You can't really play it on the JDXI. You can't play the melody on here while the sequences are running. Well, unless you know otherwise, I don't think it's feasible. But what you can do, if you've got another keyboard, you want something like an 80s polysynth sound. So something like that is what I'm using. And the melody for it it's basically a very simple melody. It starts on the D here, so hopefully you can see my finger on the keyboard. So it's all white notes to start with. Then it goes down to the C. Then it goes back up to the D again. Then it goes back to the C. Then it goes down to the E. And that's it. You can repeat it. Then if you want to play it along with your JDXI, you'll need to know a little bit about transposing. So to transpose, the default is the C position here. So if you hold the shift key and press the C there, this C with the shift key down, you'll see in the window it actually says transpose 0. So that is the 0 position. That is the key that you've played it in to start with. I'll just turn it down a little bit so you can hear me. So the first transpose that you're going to do, you're going to hold the shift key and you're going to press the B flat. And then the next one is going to go down to the F. So hold the shift key and then back up to the C. And then playing it along with the melody. So we start on this 0 transposition here. Then we go down to the E. Stays on this position here with the transpose, so don't change it. Up to the C. Back to the F again. have a go at that to start with, and I'll show you a bit more next week, next time I make a video. I'll do it hopefully in a week's time, all being well. Don't forget, if you like the stuff that I'm doing, it'd be great if you subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate everybody that's subscribed. I appreciate people that actually watch it to the end as well. I noticed that the sort of average viewing percentage is only about like 3 or 4 minutes. Whether people get bored or whether they just keep playing the same bit over and over again, I don't know. But it's been great to get back with you again, and hopefully we'll bring you some more videos again soon. So you take care, have fun with this one, and we'll see you next time. All the best, and bye for now.